Alrighty, there we are. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Let's jump right in.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to...
We can skip some of these because we already know. Let's go to the cabin. Hey, Bea, how
You
are
make your way up
you?
the short path to the cabin. A warning, she will... We're not going to go...
Yep,
Ignore.
Yep. Proceed. Okay. Hey, Muth-chan. Hey, hey.
The interior of the the blade.
The blade is your implement. Okay. I want to do the dragon route now. And for that we will go through the Spectre, which is something that we saw in the previous playthrough, but something will be different in chapter 2, I suppose, in order to get the other one. So in order to get this, we have to take the blade here.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather...
Here we go. Let's see.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
We say hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Alright.
You walk. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And
I've
there
seen
you
these.
are. Are you here to kill me or something?
We steal our nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as...
Oh? No talking. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that's so...
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Ooh, we have to slay her directly. Oh, ooh, this is so...
You
hate
lunge
it.
forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh...
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Yes,
It's
that's the
over.
choice.
You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Okay. We say you're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here. Okay.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Okay.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
We leave. Alright.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead,
Hey,
what you
Zaku.
find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What? Huh? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Uh-huh. Here we say, oh, okay.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me, time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
We say, hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do. but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Okay, we say anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Ingrate.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Never stop slaying. Hey, Clinton. How's it going? Alright. And now we have 2 directions, as far as I can see.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Thank you, narrator. So we have a harsh and a gentle variant. And of course I'm tempted to go with gentle, but I'm gonna ask narrator Angie is. But I'm gonna ask, is that alright? Or is there something very juicy that we would be missing in the other one? Because gentle is nice. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. We have to slay her again to get the harsh one, and I'm not really like, I'd rather like not minimize the amount of slaying. Right, so then let's do this one. Let me open up the list of choices so I know for sure what I'm doing. Okay, there's a lot there. Okay. Right. Let's get to the cabin first. Yeah. We proceed.
She won't.
Yeah. She won't be a problem. Oh, we have the cold. Nice.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you... It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Right, we take the blade. Yes.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
Implement, yes. Okay. Take blade. The next choice is not here. I guess I just go to the basement. Forget about the mirror.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Surprise!
2 deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, The rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost!
Spectre!
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Okay. Here, yeah, this is the choice. We wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Alright. Oh wow, so many. So many. What the heck? Here it says go through dialogue. What does that mean? Should we try to talk to her a little bit? Eventually we have to let her possess us. So we have to talk. We have to say something. Yeah. Let's see, what's interesting? I killed you, what are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim, you threatened me last time. Sorry I killed you last time, I shouldn't have done that. You want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of secret revenge fantasy? Okay, because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. Sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore, time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. I told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? Okay. I'm not particularly inclined for one or the other. I guess I could ask this one. I don't remember what I asked last time.
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to live on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
The way her voice is layered in this form, it's creepy and very cool at the same time. I just realized 80% of the Slated Princess can be described as me and the boy. Me and the boys. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. But I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen.
We will let that
It would
happen.
be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Okay. Sounds great. Do it. Let the princess possess you. Yeah.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone.
Does not cease being
A sharp
creepy.
chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
The sounds.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
In a way, no. They don't.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Right. Unfortunately, what we have to do now is slay the princess. Which, how does this even work? Like, what are we doing? Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh god.
Isn't that an interesting idea?
Oh god.
I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made.
It's okay, narrator, we will be your strongest soldier now. I don't know.
Right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
Oh god, I feel so
Hear
bad.
that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light. but still the walls of your prison hold.
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand. But that's not the way things get to go for me, is it?
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dull. And you are about to be dead. Again.
Get away from me, you cold little freak.
Okay. You feel a dull tear, like strips of meat being delicately peeled from bone. But it doesn't matter how delicate the hands, if you are the meat. Oof. You have been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
We were so close to leaving and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
Oh, interesting. The cursor is like a hand. The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you on the ground is a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Is that me? Is that what I look like? This isn't what I wanted to do. Did you mean to take me with you? Can anyone hear me? Say nothing. We have to ask, did you mean to take me with you?
Oh, you're here. I thought I was going to be alone again. I didn't mean to bring you with me. I'm happy I only seem to have brought you. That's not nice of me to say. They weren't all bad, but they were definitely mostly bad. Maybe this means things between us can get better. Maybe everything that went wrong just came from them. I hope. Because I really wouldn't like to be stabbed a third time.
Gurgling liquid bubbles up from open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires. Oh god, oh gosh.
Wait, if we need to leave together to get out, this could still count. We have to try before your body stops being alive.
Okay, but what about the body? What about me? Agreed, let's go. If you leave the cabin, the world ends. I'm not going to be party to the end of everything. Hell no, we're staying right here until we figure this out. Sorry I stabbed us, say nothing. Apparently we have to say hell no. How is this the gentle route? I am so confused. Hell no. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything for us to figure out down here. I think our only answers are out there. Come on, let's...
You are seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. Okay. Okay. Princess is more gentle this round. Okay. Alright. It is quiet and you are alone. This is what you deserve. This is what you deserve. This is what you deserve. On and on again. Okay.
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
Are we still a ghost? That's what I'm supposed to say. So I'm still here. What just happened? You're not mad at me, are you? Sorry I stabbed us. How are we supposed to get out of here? If we're both here, then what happened to the others? Are we still a ghost? Yeah, this is what I'm supposed to say. Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns to your hands. Solid, then translucent. Solid again.
Maybe? It's like sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like we're something in between ghost and not ghost.
Okay. Right. I'm supposed to wait here. I like that her vision is inverted, white lines on black background. Oh yeah, you're right. I mean, I noticed that it was like that, but I hadn't thought of it like being the opposite of our vision. That's interesting, yeah. Time passes. You are still here.
Waiting has always worked for me before, but nothing's still happening. Maybe we just have to wait some more.
Okay. There has to be something for us to do other than wait. You're not mad at me, are you? You're different. Your whole mood is different. Sorry I stopped us. How are we supposed to get out of here? If we're both here, then what happened to the others? What are we supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen. What happened to us? What happened to everything? Now that I think about it, both times I've been here, nothing happened until after I saw a title card. We haven't seen the title card yet. This is so self-aware, what the heck. This is what we need to pick as well. Breaking the fourth wall and stuff.
You've gotten title cards? What did they say?
No, this is stupid, you're going to laugh at me. The first time I got to chapter 1, the hero and the princess. And then after we both died, I got chapter 2, the specter. Never mind, forget I said anything, say nothing. Yeah, we have to say this. What? Oh, this is so meta.
Well, the first one is sweet.
No. Har har, get your laughs out. I'm still a hero, I've been trying to save the world, you know. A villain to one person, maybe a hero to others. Say nothing. Har har is the option. Get your laughs out.
Look, it would have been very sweet if things didn't turn out so violent.
Yeah, right? The princess didn't even have title cards. Oh god.
But that doesn't mean that things can't get better from here. I think we need a new title card, though. How about Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon?
Okay. Ooh, reversing the order. I like it. Casting yourself as the main character, I see. Very humble. The Princess and the Dragon? I thought I was maybe some sort of bird. Wait, am I a dragon? Hell yeah. I don't actually know what I look like. Is that accurate? Say nothing. Yeah, this one. This is what I felt like saying. Yeah. Wait, am I a dragon? Hell yeah.
Does being called a dragon make you happy? You're kind of scary looking, like really scary looking.
The click of a latch and creaking hinges, muffled. Something is here.
I guess you made it back here.
Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
We're still all wrong. It's like you don't really know what we're supposed to be.
Oof, a thump on the floorboards above, and then another. The scraping of metal against the surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid.
I know that sound. That's the knife. I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
Creaking hinges once again, but this time clear, closer. Ooh, hello. Hey, listen to me. I'm stuck in the princess's head. You've got to get me out of here. Am I going to say anything? So what do I look like? Say nothing. Someone's getting the knife to keep their options open. Oh yeah. We have to say, hey, listen to me? Interesting. But you say nothing.
Are you trying to say something out loud? I don't think you can do that while you're in here with me. I think we're stuck together, so we have to be on the same team. I'd hoped you were on my side by now.
Movement on the stairs.
Thump, thump, thump.
Is that what we look like? Oh my god. And then a figure emerges, shrouded in a feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it, its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. Ooh, what the hell am I? Quick, tell them I'm in here. Don't let them know I'm here. What do you want to do? Say nothing. Oh. Quick, tell them I'm in here? Oh, interesting. It's not what I would have picked, but sure.
Okay, let's see what happens. I'm not alone here this time. Part of you stayed with me when we split apart.
The head of the figure cocks to the side. Is it inquisitive? Suspicious? Hostile? Its emotions are unreadable.
You don't want to hurt that part of you, do you?
The silence holds. Why am I being so quiet? Is it because I'm not there? I hate this silence. It's putting me on edge. Am I arguing with myself in there? Has that always happened in real time? Say nothing. Why am I being so quiet is the choice.
No, I don't think so. You've always been a little quiet. I can't hear what's going on in there anymore now that I'm back in my own body. Do you want to share your thoughts? It'd only be polite, really.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
Okay. He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
But she knows about the Decider being gone. That would be a weird bluff to come up with if it weren't true.
The Decider being gone. Are we the Decider? Like the players? What? Okay.
Look, I love that you're trying to contribute, but I think we need to take a little sidebar. But I don't want to do it. I'm so sorry. This will just be a moment.
Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself.
Well, okay. I guess we wait for an answer.
Wow. No, I meant the person that they're referring to as the Decider. They're referring to the player not being with the character that we see anymore, but being with the princess instead. That's what I meant. Come on. So yeah, I guess there's nothing we can do, is there? It's rude though. I think you'll have to make them listen. Try being assertive. Say nothing. Yeah, I guess there's nothing we can do, is there? Yeah. And so you wait.
My apologies. They're really being quite dull in here.
And wait.
We're not being dull. We're strategizing. Now, if you would all just bear with me.
And wait.
And decision made.
I hope it's a good one.
Good for us, not for you. But we get to take out 2 birds with 1 stone. From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word? Fleshy? Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
Oh gosh.
And are you doing this?
Oh, I most definitely am.
Oh my goodness. You feel small as the monster in front of you attacks. Blade raised and wings spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this.
Nesvizdian decided that truer words have not been spoken. Yeah.
Now, we voted.
Oh,
It was
God.
not a majority decision. But we did have a plurality.
So many feathers. He's so big.
He shouldn't count. Says who? Says me. He's not one of us. He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves to say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter. Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
Silence for just a moment as cold eyes regard you. And then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. You can feel the sharp sting of cold metal sliding deep into your chest, but you can feel something else too. Fear as your legs wobble, and then as...
Princess collapses against the wall. See? That was easy.
It was too easy. It felt bad.
Don't feel bad. Life is all about taking the easy wins. You don't think the people at the top got there because they worked for it, do you?
I mean, of course they did. Hard work is important. Yeah, hard work often goes unappreciated. Why bother?
Yeah, screw hard work. I guarantee you that anyone who's anyone has done nothing but take shortcuts.
Am I supposed to find that impressive?
Nah.
Of course you are. I got us here, didn't I? Yes, everyone's very impressed with your accomplishments. But in case you hadn't noticed, she isn't dead yet. So how about you finish this before you start celebrating yourself?
What are you waiting for? You won, didn't you? Not that it's hard executing a helpless captive.
Now, how is that for a perspective? Oof, it's chilling. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Oh hey, I'm back in my body. Good to be back, boys. Finish the job, drop the blade, turn around and leave. Finally, we dropped the blade. Thank God.
Are you... The blade tumbles uselessly from your hands and clatters to the floor. You're different, aren't you? You're back! Just as I intended! I was never cut out for leadership, really.
Oh, it's you in there now, isn't it? I thought it got a little quiet. What happens now?
We do it right this time. We leave together hand in hand. I don't know, say nothing. Please tell me it's the first one. Yes.
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
Finally. Something that I can get on board
I
with.
don't think there's much you can do about it if that's the choice he makes.
But
I made the choice. I'm the decider.
No. I think I'd like to see what happens.
Okay, I'd like that. But we still have to get me out of these chains. I know that dropping the knife was like this big symbolic gesture for you, but we still need it, just for a minute. You should give it to me, though. What if you using it kicks you out of your body again?
okay, listen. I know you're in charge again, but this is
The great
obviously
decider.
a trick. We can't trust her. We literally just stabbed her.
I am the greatest in the side. Bear is absolutely spot on.
Someone's gonna have to take a leap of faith eventually.
Give her the blade. Yes, okay.
Fine, whatever. You stoop to the floor and pick up the pristine blade, only rather than using it for your intended purpose, you
Go on.
You hand it to the princess, who gingerly cuts herself free from her bindings. You maniac.
This sentence gingerly cuts herself free. God.
And then what happens? Then, as her chains clatter to the floor, she turns her back on you and hurls the blade through the basement window, never to be seen again. No. You need the blade to deal with her.
I'm so glad that's behind us. Come on, let's get out of here.
She reaches forward and takes your hand in hers before excitedly pulling you towards the basement stairs.
Yeah? And what does it feel like? Is it nice?
Why do you want to know?
The music is so nice. Narrator feeling unwell, as per usual.
You can tell a lot of things about someone from their handshake. I want to know more about the person we decided unanimously to throw our lot in with. Ugh, whatever. It's delicate and tender. Ah, so even through everything, she hasn't forgotten what it's like to have a heart. That'll do. The two of you rush up the basement stairs together. Ugh.
Welcome back, by the way. Yes, we all missed you so very much.
I missed you the most.
Did you now?
You weren't even here until he was gone. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If you step through that door, you're damning every single person alive. You do realise that, yes? Who cares?
One last door, and then we're free. I'm down a hand, so you'll have to be the one to open it.
Okay. Step into your freedom, whatever that means.
Twist the doorknob in your hand and step forward into the world you've damned. You and the princess fall to the ground, exhausted. I hope this all comes back to bite you, do you hear? I hope you're forced to feel the weight of all the regret there's ever been.
And goodbye! I'm down a hand, lighthearted laugh. Yeah. But he doesn't finish his thought before disappearing entirely, and you find yourself free of any of the regrets he wished upon you.
I didn't think I'd ever get to be happy, but I think I am. I just didn't realize that being happy would feel so cold.
Oh, why was it such a short moment? I wanted this a little bit more. We worked so hard to get there. Your peace does not last, nor can it ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Okay, we approach it as usual. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. You gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Okay. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Where is it? Do we have any thoughts on this vessel? Yes, that's what I want.
This one is perspectives bleeding into one. You know her better than you know yourself. She will make for an empathetic heart.
Oh, an empathetic heart. That's nice.
Do not mourn her, for you would not mourn yourself.
All right. Yeah, sure. Tea party. It's the tea house, but yeah, tea party. I think these we've had before, so we're ready to go back.
I
Let's
will
not waste
long
more
for
time.
your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods,
Let's see.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. Your opinion has been duly noted and disregarded.
Oh, that's
In
so
fact,
cool.
I think a decision's been made. 2 birds with 1 stone. How tempting.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. Very nice. Love it. Love it. Yeah, this was very interesting. Very interesting. I can't get over the way you look. What? Okay. All right. So that was The Princess and the Dragon. We got the title card, I suppose. The next one was Opportunist being opportunist for 13 seconds. Yeah, very cool. Gotta find now the next one. I forget exactly where it was in relationship with where I am in the file, so just give me a moment. We want to do the happy ever after, right? Where is that one? Happily ever after, right? Ah, okay, we have to start with the damsel, so let me find that first. It's so hard to navigate this. Adversary, beast, damsel. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, found it. This one also has 2 variants, but first we have to get the damsel again. Yeah? Alright, so let me pin this so I can see the choices. There we go. Yeah, okay. Let's just speed it up. We go to the
You make your way a warning. She will. We're not going to ignore him. He doesn't know what.
Proceed.
The interior of the blade.
We do not take the blade this time.
Hello?
Don't let it fool you.
Okay, I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Now whenever she stares at us like that, I'm gonna have the image of like the beast just, you know, coming down and like taking up the entire space and being so feathery and large. I will not be able to get that out of my head. Oh gosh. Oh.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Okay. We examine the chains. Yeah. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, and there isn't a key. Do you have any other ideas? Yes.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
We're gonna have to cut your hand out of it again, right?
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Yeah. I like Princess and Dragon so much thanks to that. Yeah, that was oof. Yeah.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah. It really goes on to the theme of empathy that you guys started bringing up in the server earlier today. Because, like, now you can actually see it from her perspective, and the part of it, like, dangling the blade, kind of like mockingly and menacingly, that was like, oh god, was that really necessary? It's like, okay. Right.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here?
Okay. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah, that is not needed. I already have the best viewers, so thank you. Goodbye.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
This never gets easier.
As she rips her flesh from her bone,
Ooh.
a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Saved.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, approach locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oof. We tried to warn her, so there should be an option here to warn her, yes.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here.
Oof. Next one should be resist, yes.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The
princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Oh, did I miss your heart every time because I couldn't bear to see you go?
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright, we got the damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right. So we are on the track to getting what we want. And there's two versions of it. At least from what I can see here. One of them has the paranoid in the epilogue, and one has the opportunist. Both of them, in terms of choices, seem more or less fine, I guess. It's all like, it's still like about rescuing her. Whichever you vibe with, okay. There is one that would we would tell her to trust me, trust us. So I kind of vibe with that. Also, we've seen Paranoid quite a bit. We haven't seen the Opportunist as much, I think. So we could do this one. There we go. All right.
You're here.
Blah blah blah. Go to the cabin.
Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
And yeah, here we get the smitten again,
Last
which is very
time?
nice.
What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Yeah, that's a really good line.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay, we go to the cabin. We do not take the blade.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh god. These lines they keep repeating that have become so iconic. I wonder how much effort went into polishing them to be what they are. Because they're just perfect. Like, yeah. They're distilled to like the essence of what it's supposed to do. What it's supposed to say. Okay. We do not take the blade. Yeah? Yeah, we just go to the basement.
The door to the basement, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here,
Yeah,
a soft
yeah.
voice can...
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
The smitten is so fun.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her
dress is
wrist,
so cute.
binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Alright. Right. You killed me last time, it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back then? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Rescue the princess. Ah, we rescued the princess here. Yeah, okay. I think I was looking a bit too low in the list. Yeah.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her binding. No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
That awkward moment when Smitten talks out of his ass and accidentally hits a spot on about the nature of this place, yeah. This self-referencing, the self-awareness in a sense. But maybe without actually having the voice being that self-aware, but the things that it's saying is... yeah, it's the whole story is the whole game, I guess, is very meta in that sense.
I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, her dress! This is so cute!
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Aww.
What do we do now?
Oh, good question. What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. We ask her, what do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want in the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Yeah, this one.
That sounds perfect.
The princess
Oh,
takes your
sparkles!
hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Alright. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. We have to ask her first. Do you think you can open it? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you've got this. I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Yeah, I think you got this. Okay, so we believe in her. Nice. I like that. I should save. Okay, we can make a save. No worries. Return this. Okay. And yeah, the choice is, yeah, I think you got this. There we go.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you she could do it. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together? Stop it with these interruptions. I already made up my mind when leaving. Just ignore them. I see that the option is all we need to be happy is each other.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
Smith.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? We not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a seduction. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Trust me, it will be better for both of us if we stay. We can be happy here. We just have to want it. You're right, we're leaving. Say nothing. Yeah, this is the one. Trust me. This is that part that I saw. Yeah, I do that.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you. This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought,
That
your
turned
hands
creepy.
raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do.
Ooh, smitten.
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
She's quite literally showing her the contents of her heart, right?
You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it.
Oof.
Your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no! What are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Oh, God damn it.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it?
Oh, jeez, smitten. Oh.
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Well, that was a turn of events. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, we're not.
Clearly already in the cabin.
I love this. Mate, we're clearly already in the camp. Love it. Love it. Great.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle. Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky
Oh,
to
gosh.
be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can
Yes.
count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now.
Okay, go ahead. All of the princesses in the window with their hair. This kind of like makes me think of Sailor Moon transformation scene in a way. Very interesting.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Okay, from here on out, I guess it doesn't matter what we pick, right? So I'm kind of free. Does it matter if the blade's here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before, and the time before that she used it to kill us. Hey, where's the voice of the smitten? He was here last time, and it's not like him to be this quiet. So none of you are going to talk about the mirror. Okay, fuck the mirror. The implement, yes. Yeah, where is the smitten?
Yeah.
That's good.
He was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay?
We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with.
Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess.
One fewer opinion.
Is that
Anyway.
so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Doesn't matter if the blade's here. Okay, no, it's going to break. It doesn't
Now
matter.
that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important. Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're
It's
going
the
to need
implement.
it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Okay. No addressing the
What is there
mirror.
to say about it? It's a mirror. Is this some sort of a bit? There is no mirror.
The
Only
implement,
the stained glass
yeah.
windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement.
Oh, my bad. That's why I haven't been talking about it.
I see it.
Good for you, buddy. You've got a sharp set of eyes on you.
Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Okay. Oh, we approached the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves?
Sure.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone.
As always.
I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality.
And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up.
That's new.
They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably...
No, that doesn't work.
That
here at
doesn't
all.
work anymore, right?
It's nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
Narrator out of his element, yes.
Don't
Yes.
worry about it, boss. You're doing great.
I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then
No implement.
maybe we don't have to
Nice
start
lodgings,
this.
yes. Yeah, this is a very good question, Hero. Do we even have to?
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her
Alright.
voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Oh, what's for dinner?
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it.
The more we think, the worse this gets.
Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Okay.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance.
This is us
The
and
many cloth
her.
eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room. The princess, seated at its far end.
Yeah, these are all images of us and her. It's so cool.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging
Where?
from a golden chain around the princess's
Ah,
neck.
it's around her neck. Oh, okay.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better.
You're so far away though. What is this place? What are we supposed to do now? You mentioned dinner on the stairs. Excuse me, get up. Silently push yourself from your seat. Slay the princess. Ah, it's fine. What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Supposed being a keyword here. What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Food! Food bear.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Oh, those, all that fruit looks really nice.
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Oh, do we know? Refuse her hospitality. Eat. I don't want to refuse her. I'll eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again. You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
I kinda doubt that.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new.
and so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine, you sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do their hard work always improves the taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat.
I'm feeling so uncomfortable. It's like, no matter how fancy everything is, and how delicious the food looks like, no matter what you do, you're just gonna be empty inside.
The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet. Its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing.
Yeah, and then the thing that initially looked so good now turns into something that you perceive as being bad because it doesn't do anything for you. It's just like weighs in a way. Oh gosh. Where is this going?
I'm so tired of eating.
Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs.
At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
What just happened? Did you make that torch go out? I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say. It's just a torch, don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light. Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now? Excuse me silently. Okay. I think this... I want to say... I didn't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
It's just a torch, don't worry about it. Okay, you said he. Who is he? That's a good question.
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us? But we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are?
Hey, Shadow, don't you have anything to say? Well, we ate, okay? Okay, I'll ask this in.
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
Somehow that also looks similar to us in a way.
Giving us the cold shoulder, I say. Asserting his dominance in the power structure.
Dominance?
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
Well, we ate. What are we supposed to have to do now? That's a good question.
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar, and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
Thank you, Opportunist. Jeez.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over.
Ah, again.
She only made us start over because we were winning.
Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Boom! And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy, I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is... awful.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's just a torch, don't worry about it, we still have plenty of light. This place isn't right. We have to put the rest of them out. We have to get rid of that shadow. Are you actually happy here? Okay, so we've eaten and we've played games. Now what? I would ask this, or like pick this. This place isn't right.
Why would we ever do that? We need the light. It's what keeps us happy.
Is it though?
Oh, I know. We should do something. How about...
The princess's face drops as she pauses mid-sentence.
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
I'm out of ideas.
This route has my favorite narrator. Yeah, I guess so.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
Like, for once he calls things out as they are. He's like a voice of reason, suddenly.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
What do you think will happen? Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose? Ooh, I like this. We might pick this. Let's see what the others are. Whatever the shadows have been showing us isn't real. We need to see what happens when the lights go out. This is also good. We don't have to let it go out. But I want to say this one actually more. What would you choose?
I think... I'd like to dance under the stars.
Oh, that's nice.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
Yeah, and the moment we leave, everything outside will turn to nothingness, though, given our past experiences. But I guess it's better than being stuck here in a perpetual loop of trying and pretending to be happy.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
Oh no.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I feel empty. So that's that, huh? Why are you crying? Are you okay? Well, this sucks. You can open your eyes. I'm still here, you know. Nothing's changed. We're just sitting in the dark. I'm sorry, I feel like all of this is my fault. Yeah, I do feel this way.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
She has mascara, okay.
Your fault. We were all just trying to make things work here. It just didn't happen that way. I don't think this is the sort of thing anybody needs to apologize for. Even if we both feel empty. Even if an important part of us is gone.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Aww. Of course I do. I don't think I will ever stop. Oh. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I've just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. I mean, of course I do. And at the same time, you could also say that whatever we were trying to do there wasn't really real, and now it's real. But I'll say this one.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Offer her your hand. Leave. Okay, we offered her.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt.
Yes. Yes, you're right, Zeko.
You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I
Think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Wow, he's seriously reconsidering.
Well, this is less work for us anyways.
Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Oh gosh.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me. Even if it's not the end of you.
Aww.
I hope this was worth it.
Aww.
Genuinely, I do.
Because narrator just saw the world he tried to establish. A world without change, everything gets stale. He is destroyed, yes. Yes.
He's really gone, isn't he?
No boss anymore, no one left to tell us what to do. I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
I mean, we've had instances where we were experiencing a world without change. Just, I guess it was mostly on by ourselves where we were accepting our end. And he was trying to convince us, look how great this is. But I guess that wasn't convincing enough to make him have a change of heart. We needed the princess for that. Interesting. I like that. I like that a lot.
The stars are so beautiful.
You are beautiful. A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Great princess romance. Hey Yaya, how's it going? Nezariz. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move. A soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretched to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hand and hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Yeah. This never lasts, unfortunately. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, yeah, it's the usual. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. We're melting. You've withered. Sorry, you've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
We've talked about these. I just want to ask about the vessel. Right? Where is that? Yeah, what do you think of this vessel?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. she will make for an honest heart.
An honest heart. Nice.
Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. I don't know if I asked this before. What happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. Yeah, that's alright. I suppose this is it?
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods.
You're on a path in the woods.
Of course.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, so here we are. In terms of what to do next, and given the amount of time left, maybe we can do the, let's say, second run of Apotheosis that you wanted, Zeku, with the different choice. I don't have the confidence to embark on a longer one right now. I'm also kind of tired. So maybe that would be a good option for this last part of the stream. Let me also find it again in the guide. Here. Yeah, so Zeku was suggesting to redo one of the runs with loops, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the term properly is. The one that we did last time called Apotheosis, but we may make a few different choices, and it should lead to some things that we didn't get to see last time. And this could make for something nice at the towards the end of the stream, because we can skip a whole bunch that we already did, right, and just focus on the end. So I think I will do that. I'll also make a save just just for the heck of it. And yeah, let's try to do that. We skip all of this. Go to the cabin.
You make a warning. We're not going to ignore him.
Okay.
The blade.
The implement. We take the implement.
You take the blade from the table.
Who's there?
She said, don't let it fall. Good.
Continue.
You walk. She's focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you?
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the...
You poor thing. Your hands are...
You step forward.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that not so, you...
She's unarmed.
I'm not dropping the blade. Yes, that one.
Then I'm not talking to you.
And Miss Slayer. Oh god. These choices, after watching that unfold, these choices are that much heavier. Like, oh god, can I just hide under my desk? Yeah, I have to slay her.
Doubt, unfortunately, a moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sight. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed.
Yeah.
The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes
we
through
fight
the
her.
air
I remember
again and
this from
again,
last time.
and her fists connect with your body.
We can still turn this around.
We give up.
Are you serious? You lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broke.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess.
That's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yep. Okay. Moving on to
You're
chapter
on a
2.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here.
Alright. I'm looking at the right one. Yeah, I am. Okay. We go to the
We
cabin.
might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just rescue her. Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This time we do not
The
take
blade.
it.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small.
We
No
enter the
blade this time.
basement.
Blade, no blade. It
The
doesn't
broken.
matter.
The broken needs some pet pets.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, this is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her booming voice.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the
Okay.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time
let's try
the
to skip
princess
some
towers
stuff.
over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the...
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Yeah, we still say no.
But the words don't...
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. This time groveling at my feet. What a wretched sight. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her. Then you shouldn't have trusted us. He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely... That's worrying.
Okay, we skip some of the stuff because we've seen this before. No, I won't tell you.
Just do it already. It will...
Remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen?
Can she do that?
There's nothing she can't do.
Confused, meek, a chorus of submissive indecision. Is that why you came to me unarmed? It doesn't matter. All of it is easily brushed aside. And there it is. I am destined to end the... Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for... alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Also, the fact that she calls us little bird now has a completely different meaning. And this is the great submissive indeciser, yeah.
It is inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but
That's
help
pretty
her.
much it. Okay. We have to remain. We remained silent, and now we have to refuse her. Okay.
What is she talking about?
She's talking about your ridiculous decision to...
We're already here, and we already made our choice.
You're right about one thing. You already made your choice, and your choice...
Even now your vessel twitches and trembles, consumed by conflict with yourself. But that part of you standing in hopeless defiance isn't the only thing resisting me, is it? There's something else in there. Someone else. A greasy film sheltering your heart. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking?
Yeah, yeah. She's talking about the
She's not
narrator.
supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Are you okay?
He's
I'm fine.
He's
I've always been
fine.
No, this isn't right. What do we do?
I've been trying to tell you this whole time.
We'll just refuse.
Not even he could refuse her in the end.
When I see you again, you'll
Our
free me
narration
from my
implement.
chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark.
And you die.
Alright. We're here. Gotta make sure I make the right choice.
You're
So I
on a
don't mess
path
it up.
in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin. This is hardly a path in the woods. It's all big and weird.
I like this part where the hero becomes very sarcastic. I loved it last time as well. Yeah, the music is epic.
Another witness to her radiance.
This is bad. Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer? No, I'm quite all right, but if all of you would take a moment to settle down, there's something important I'd like to... Is it about the princess? We already know all about... No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but look, fine, just out with it already, yeah? But if I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you've lost speaking privileges.
This is so good. I love
You
this.
two are just wasting your time.
Okay, that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before. Whatever you did before
Okay.
gave her far too much power. So you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin and slay her before things get any more out of hand. Are our thoughts doing that?
We've built a new god, and she is limitless.
Yeah.
Do you hear those two with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter.
Yeah, that's okay. We go.
But a greater. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Stop believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight. Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Yeah, let's go,
As
let's
you step
go.
forward, the cabin explodes.
Goodbye, cabin again.
Flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Epic music commences.
You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from
There
the
it
tree
is.
behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
This time we take the blade. Last time we embraced our goddess. But now we take the blade. This is the part that should be different. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, screw all of this, I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
You'll never make it to her, and even if you do, what could you possibly hope to?
Tonight we slay the god. Oh lord. Okay, let's see what happens here.
We'll do what we were always supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart. Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know, maybe it'll work. If our thoughts are what give her power, maybe it can cut both ways. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do. Maybe none of this is real.
Oh man, but the music is slaying. Phew.
With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the tree. You close your eyes and take a deep breath, and for a moment you can feel everything around you, like you're a part of everything, and everything's a part of you.
Alright, I see.
And then your eyes open, settling on your target. It's time.
Embrace your destiny.
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel the pull of her gravity catch you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
The close shifting mound to completion, the closer the shifting mound is to completion, the more voice there is in the music at the end as well, I believe. Ah, interesting. Okay. Assail the unassailable. Alright.
You're not going to win. You know that, right? What are you even going to do with that tiny knife? Give her a scratch?
You still don't get it, do you? We can be whatever we want to be.
We have the
Nothing is
implement,
real.
yes.
It all might as well just be a dream.
Are you okay?
Of course, I'm not okay. I've never been okay. But maybe I needed to never be okay for us to make this happen. As you fall towards the princess, you swing the blade in a massive arc, putting all of your strength behind it. It cuts a shockwave through the very air, splitting everything in its path.
It won't be enough.
How unexpected.
As the blow lands, the entire world shakes.
Oh
The
goodness.
outline of the princess disappears into a storm of dust and debris. We've done that the whole time?
It was a fluke, I'm sure. An accident, that's all.
It won't be a fluke if we do it again. As the dust settles, the form of the princess comes back into view. Her skin and vestments are lightly scuffed, but her body is whole, and her face is full of self-righteous fury.
It's a shonen anime now, I suppose so. Final battle, big boss.
At least we made her mad. That has to count for something.
but she holds her anger back. Her eyes close, and a gentle smile curls across her lips.
Interesting. When her eyes close, all of the eyes on these, like, whatever these are, also close. Very cool.
And so the little bird has found his heart at the end of the world.
Her eyes flit open, pupils narrowing on your form.
But is it courage that courses through his veins? Or is it madness?
The world around her stills. The debris stops in place, and the air is calm and silent.
You walk a razor's edge. It won't be long before you slip.
And then in an instant thought comes at you. You are pelted with stone after massive stone, even the pebbles slicing through you like bullets. You cannot hope to so much as move as the bombardment continues, your body being destroyed bit by bit, crushed under the mass of wood and rock.
It's over. You had your moment, I'll give you that.
But that's all it was. Hope it was worth it. Enough with the yous. Whether you like it or not, you're a part of us. Hell, whether I like it or not, you're a part of us. That was your moment too. And we can have another if we all work together. She's not your perfect goddess, just look at what she's doing to you, her most loyal servant.
This isn't very nice, but we did make her angry. Isn't it what we deserve?
Who deserves something like this? She wants her freedom at the expense of ours, and she's willing to destroy us over and over again if it helps her. What kind of god does that? Stop deluding yourself. If we're going to make this work, all of us need to see the truth.
Biblically accurate princess.
But I love her.
Oh.
And she doesn't love you. She doesn't even know you exist. You are just a tiny part of an obstacle, and she is currently in the process of destroying said obstacle, so I suggest you snap out of it now while you still can.
Still your doubts. Okay.
All at once the pressure breaks. You burst through a mountain of debris and straight for the princess's heart. As you soar towards her, the eyes on her vestments open wide, the light of their gaze slowing your pursuit as more and more matter continues to assail you.
But it's not enough to stop us, is it? We're going to make it to her.
You are. As you draw near, you extend your blade, readying a powerful strike. It sings through the air and is met with a barrier of light. You remain frozen in midair, the two of you unblinking, waiting
Ooh.
to see who breaks first.
My cursor is a blade now, like a sword. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, okay. Our implement went on Viagra. No princess can resist. Oh gosh.
And then we win. Right?
I doubt it.
That's what should happen. Why isn't it happening? Did we do something wrong? Were all these powerful, heroic thoughts not enough?
I believe in us. Isn't that enough?
Unless we got the rules wrong. I'm sorry. I think I messed this up.
You think? Then what do we do? I thought you said that all of this was like a dream, that we could choose how it goes. So why can't we choose to win? Oh, that's a really good question. No, we just have to push harder. We wouldn't be here if there wasn't a way for us to win. I want to ask this first.
The thing with dreams is that they always end.
Ooh, the implement has changed back to the initial blade.
An admirable effort, but one that would never have succeeded. Come, let us leave this world of illusions.
She's trying to undermine you. She's lying. Don't listen to her.
But before he can finish his thought, he is gone, and your blade has vanished from your hand. The world around you unravels into a textured nothing.
You have no weapon. Your will has been conquered.
Is she going to hurt us now?
The princess reaches forward into the textured nothing and buries her fingers in its divine flesh. Her touch is soft. We didn't last long enough. Tell the princess this doesn't happen usually. Zeku, what are you saying? Oh my god.
Oh, that feels nice.
Oh my
The
god.
flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are a part of this now.
Her grip tightens and somehow you feel it. The pain sits at the limits of your comprehension, like an endless sea of hands falling on you one after another before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourself in the darkness.
She's hurting us again. I've never hurt like this before.
She isn't even touching us. How could she hurt us without touching her? Unless all of this is us. No, we can't be this. But it feels like she's ripping us apart.
Let's try to fight back.
Maybe if we feel all of this nothing, maybe we can use it. Anything to make this stop.
Last time we were enduring the pain in silence, so let's do it differently this time.
Anything to make her feel what we feel.
I know exactly how that feels, Zeku. No worries, no worries. It's fine, you're good. You're good. You are a wave of tendrils racing against themselves and down the shape of an arm. You snap around it. Oh god. Relief as a massive burden is lifted from you. You are in one piece. You are in your body. Your eyes open. Before you is the massive form of the princess, arms bound by the textured nothing. Behind her, a hole in the world leading into something beyond, something beautiful.
There it is. Something actually real. I don't know what to say. It's just so beautiful.
Doesn't the mere sight make all the misery worth it?
What did you do to me? I was supposed to be perfect. I was supposed to be a god. I was all of those things. No, I'm not. All because of you.
She looks up with futile sorrow at the something beautiful that sits beyond.
We could have had everything. If only you had given me a little more, we could have been free on the wings of my glory. Now we're stuck here. Forever.
Nah, we did that last time, it also didn't work.
We made this prison. And I don't think we can unmake it.
I want to comment on that both narrator and Shifty were wrong when they claim Apotheosis doesn't care about you. Oh yeah, no, I do not believe that. The hole mends shut. As it closes, the tendrils lose their grip, freeing the princess as they retreat. If that were the case, she wouldn't use her last strength to try and send you out of the hole. Yeah.
It's gone. No, how do we get it back? Can we try again? We'll suffer so much better if we get to try again, I promise.
I think every princess in some capacity cares about us. We're part of the same whole. We complete each other, right? So there is a connection there, whether you want it or not, regardless of what choices we make and how much we clash.
It's so cold here. If this wasn't enough, then what is?
She's a bitch, mommy, though. Ay. But you don't get the opportunity to try again, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? This
It doesn't. It's calling. I don't want to look at us.
Alright, gaze as per usual. We're shriveled. Really thin. You've unraveled. Okay. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question right now? Okay. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one sits at the cusp of awakening. A new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Maybe let's ask one more thing, or say one more thing. Is there something we haven't said before? Oh, interesting. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here forever if I have to. I don't remember if I picked that before. The others seem familiar. Well, could we do this? Would this affect it? Or could we do this, get an answer, and then go back? I'm curious. I can make a save in case that messes it up.
You have already chosen to walk along this path.
It might just crash the game again.
We will see it to completion. But if you need more time, then I will wait with you.
Ah, okay, wait forever or there. Yeah, there is no waiting forever. Okay. Okay, got it. And I'm ready to go back now. Okay, that's fine. We didn't crash anything.
Each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and then you die. You're on a path in the woods.
You're on a path in the woods.
Alright, cool. Right. Making a save here. We did it. We did it. Yeah. More or less what we predicted would fit in a stream, Zekro. Path in the woods, my beloved. And cabin. Don't forget the cabin at the end of the path. Or the princess in the cabin. Alright, okay. I think this concludes it for tonight. We're at the perfect stopping point. I'm a bit sour on the cabin. It feels confining. Oh, definitely. In more ways than one. Absolutely. Here we are. Okay. So then the question is, what's the plan? Do we do it one more time next time? That way we can do the other long one that you were suggesting. It's like, I forgot the name. But I looked it up. Yeah. I have it in the guide. So we would do that one. Then we could potentially get an ending. You said that if we start with the, what was it, the stranger, then there's a specific ending that we could get. So I guess that could be interesting. Yeah. Not sure how long that would take. Maybe half a stream, or I don't know, depending how long the loop is. And then obviously, like, it is not possible for me to do like a full thing in one stream. There's just too many things. But we could try to fill the time with some of the other stuff that we haven't done just to see it. It doesn't have to be 5 again, but just whatever is left that is a little bit more interesting. Or that. Yeah, we can do that. Kit Kats. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wear this quite often. Sorry, I wear it often because I really like it. It's so comfy and cozy as well. Also, I don't have many clothes that fit me right now, so I just rotate through them. We don't have to do a whole print. Yeah, it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit. But I'm thinking we do these, and then we fill the time with a few other bits and pieces that might be interesting. And would that be alright to be like everything that we do about the game? You didn't see Prisoner and Damsel, and I did not. Because we went past them to Thorn and Happily Ever After. Did Thorn come from? I forget. Neko would love my outfit. Ah, yeah, probably, probably. I will have to check that because it's confusing the way it works. Yeah, probably did not get to see the end. I passed through them, right? Potentially, yeah. I will have a look. You saw the simplification of Damsel, but we haven't gotten her outside. Yeah, true. Okay. So then we can do that. We can do it that way. We fit in a few more things that are there. And that would be it with the game. Sounds like a plan? I don't particularly want to complete it on stream. Maybe I will check it out some other time on my own. All right, then this is a plan. Buncho, hey, you were there. This is the plan then. We will fit some more Slay the Princess stuff shenanigans on Thursday. And after that, we can embark on a new journey starting the week after. Sounds good to me. Then, thank you so much for joining me tonight. You have been awesome and amazing. This was already more than I hoped for. Oh, I'm having a great time. It's really interesting. I like the philosophy part of it that like makes you think about things, and yeah, I actually find my mind drifting and thinking about it and trying to derive some significance in it, even on my own time outside of stream. So I'm very, very glad that I got to experience this. Thank you so much for recommending it. I don't think I ever would have found the game on my own. So I'm super, super grateful and happy to be sharing this with you. So yeah, let's do it one more time on Thursday. See you then. And yeah, have a great evening. Take care of yourselves. Love you. Bye-bye.